All right, I'll just talk louder.
Okay.
So we've got Tasabu versus JoeCool.
But we also have another commentator here.
Yes. Welcome to the stage. You guys didn't get to see, but our very favorite Pac Diesel has joined us. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm here and along for the ride for the duration of this block, which should be, I believe, 2 more best of 5 sets.
I should have used that headset. Nice. Welcome. Good to have you.
You jumped into a perfect set. You know, we got Min Min and we got Villager, 2 characters that are known for rushdown. So
I'm also happy to be here, kind of at the perfect time. Unrivaled has sponsored its first player in over 4 years. JoeCool rocking the tag for the first time an Unrivaled player has actually rocked that tag, I believe, since 2022. And anything
I was going to say,
outside
like,
of
it's
me.
been quite a long time since I've seen a UR player here, but I mean,
It has been a minute.
Yeah.
Those were a long time ago. That was the Big Mac, Snoofle, Super Dan,
I
and
remember that.
Pearl Squadron. So, but now we're in a completely different mindset, completely different place, completely different characters, and a very, not just projectile-heavy matchup, but a very spacing-heavy matchup. These characters can fight each other from all the way across.
They literally don't have to do anything. They can just stay at opposing sides of the stage, and one of them will eventually win.
Which is funny for me that they picked Smashville.
I mean, it puts less
let's
space.
pick the longest
I'd rather have them be close enough.
I mean, I'd rather see
all.
this, but I didn't think that they'd rather play this.
Well, it makes sense for both players. So Min Min can realistically reach anywhere on the stage at any time without even having to move. But Villager still has to be able to get to Min Min to do anything eventually.
Gotcha.
So you're gonna. This is also a very hard matchup for Villager in the context of like matchup differential. Obviously, both players very competent, but this is a tricky one.
Yeah, the slingshot likely gets beat out just by Ram alone. So it's not even like you can just poke with that, but you can poke off stage and find that kill.
Nice.
That's another thing. Just snuffing out Min Min's recovery is huge in that way, and Villager can just go off stage, do that, and then just make it back to stage with the up B.
You know what's another bad matchup for Villager? Aegis. And Roy.
A little bit.
And we already saw JoeCool overcome that obstacle.
This is hard for a very different reason.
It's
Mainly
true.
It's the arms priority, as you mentioned before. The
So
slingshot, it basically is invalidated, and Villager's whole identity is the slingshot as a character.
True.
Yeah, and you just have to deal with it. Getting around the megawatt, too.
Yeah, that was
and finding your way in.
Greedy megawatt, I'll say. And then we're seeing those backers again come out from that edge guardian gameplay. It's really well executed. Definitely seems like JoeCool knows his game plan here. He knows like what he needs to do against Tasabu here. But will it be enough to take this lead?
I mean, maybe. He got like a 40 or 50% conversion.
That was nasty.
He got like a 40-50% conversion off that mistimed megawatt, and then found the kill there, and now he has the lead, which is huge. You know,
edge guarding is absolutely big win condition here.
Oh yeah,
it's paying the rent. Tom Nook is eating well.
Yeah, having that combo game going if you're Villager in this situation, you have to hit the 5-piece, the 6-piece. You can't just do a 2-piece combo. That's not going to fill you up all the way, unfortunately speaking. So you just kind of have to be in that situation where if you get Min Min off stage, you've got to finish. JoeCool able to finish the last stock, but Tasabu not saying goodbye quite yet, getting plenty of excellent hits here, strays. Almost anything here will take a stock in terms of like general strength.
Yeah, you got to make sure to clean your plate when you're playing Villager, you know, like off stage.
I like keeping the Ram out. I think that's a good choice when Villager's at 158%. You don't need megawatt at all. No, just wait until you get a dragon hit, you know?
You need a stray hit.
Yeah.
Dragon hit's good here. Obviously, like if you do megawatt in air, it'll go through a lot of the Villager options.
Right.
At some point, though, even if you are going to keep doing chip shots, you don't really want to take the trades too much when you're down a full stock. You've got to seal this out, and you got to do it now, and that will do it with Dragon.
The late sour tongue of the dragon.
Yeah, the Dragon Arm eventually, but even then grabs as well. The first stock was taken by a high % grab. So, I mean, like, you can't find those kills. It's just gotta find them a little bit faster. You can't have that high % and just keep eating it when you're already behind in stocks.
Tasabu doing a really excellent job of maintaining under that main center platform, and that gives him the control over the entire stage at all times. It's really up to Villager to dig Min Min out of there, but now at 115%, any stray hits not going to hit him just out of the way. It'll hit him all the way out.
I love fishing for it.
Yeah, and we're also seeing like, okay, never mind.
No, not yet. Not yet, but you gotta waste your resources getting back. That could have been it right there. No shot! No shot!
The counter spike coming out. You cannot just jump off ledge against Min Min for free, even if it looks like she's in complete disadvantage.
That was crazy, and it happened so fast.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
I didn't think he was going to dare there, and I thought he would have like grabbed ledge at the angle he was going, but he was able to, make it on stage and just barely like hit JoeCool and spike him.
The
There were a lot of
awareness
little
was so
interactions
good.
there that were kind of nuts. The fair slingshot to cover after the bear hit
Yeah.
was literally like a pixel away from
Oh my
actually
God.
covering. It was so close.
Oh, but yeah, what I did want to mention as well, Tasabu using up smash, it has a reflect, which is pretty smart, and that's what he's been entirely doing against these Lloyd Rockets here, or the Ramram as well. So knowing that up smash is just available to his disposable there, just being able to use that consistently has been working a
we're
lot
seeing
in
right
his
there.
favor.
So good, yeah.
It causes an excellent gambit, too, because if JoeCool reads the reflect, he can pocket the Lloyd,
True.
which
Yeah.
causes the double Lloyd offstage. So Tasabu's been using it very smartly in ways where Joe won't have the capability to get the pocket and will instead have to dodge it and go airborne, which gives Min Min a big advantage on catching landings.
yeah, it's only been in those close situations where JoeCool isn't able to react, and that means actually Tasabu has to react just as fast to, use the up smash to reflect it, because if he doesn't, he's just going to get hit by it. So he's just been working on that reaction time to make sure that he gets it only in that close range.
Yeah, and he doesn't even have to be like so close to ledge here. I mean, as we see, like he doesn't have to edge guard, he doesn't need to ledge trap, because right from mid stage he can just do that.
I hate. Did they turn me down?
No.
I was just gonna say I hate that that's an option, but
It's part of the game. I mean, the big megawatt over there actually finding the kill. And the powered up arm, I think, is still out from the grab. Getting JoeCool away from that tree, because that is a risky situation that you're going to have to deal with as Min Min with the tree trying to get back to stage. This is just horrible for Tasabu.
this should be it, right? Nair?
Yeah.
There it is. There
Fair
it
will
is.
do it. Now that
Yeah.
slingshot hitting that fair, Joe went out further to make sure after the end of that first game, like make sure you seal the stock. But in a lot of cases there, Tasabu has been getting so much value out of not only just switching arms at the right times, but also lulling Joe into a false sense of security where a lot of people believe that Min Min just, edge guard her, she'll go away. But out of disadvantage, if she surprises you with the wrong arm, she can heavily reversal you. And Tasabu getting a ton of mileage off of that.
Oh, the
What?
trading with the megawatt?
Yeah, the Lloyd Rocket ate the megawatt completely and just saved JoeCool from that scary situation.
Oh my! Is Villager an A tier?
No.
Absolutely not. I'm not going to ride
He
on
is-
that one.
He is not that good.
I do like the usage that
Ooh.
JoeCool is using at the blast zone, doing Lloyd Rocket into the blast zone to position Villager on the opposite side of it to survive longer and stop all of his aerial momentum, which is, just that extra survivability, because, Villager needs it because he's a little bit light, so.
Yeah. I mean, you'd be surprised, honestly. I've definitely seen JoeCool live to some, like, strange percentages, like 160, 170. Like, he's kind of tanky.
Yeah.
He's definitely got it.
Likely because of, like, the Lloyd Rocket or just, just knowing good DI, too. It's always like, he's got it. He's got it. He's
Yeah.
been playing for a long time, which just with the same character, too. So when you play a character that a lot of people don't know, and then, you just hit them with random stuff, then you're just going to surprise them and keep alive for so long.
Yeah, Joe has been excellent at evading like the kill hit, but the problem, nice little reversal there on the Nair. The problem becomes he finds himself in a hole because while he's getting some good interactions in his favor, the chip damage is just not enough. And Min Min's actual like trade hit amount percentages have been so much higher that it's been allowing Tasabu to get like the megawatt here, the stray hit there, the stock. And that's why, part of the big reason why this matchup's so difficult for Villager.
Right, yeah. Because, like, as much as, like, Villager could get in and find those opportunities to sneak in and the chip damage, as you said, Pack, it's just not going to amount to how much Min Min can output.
Yeah, especially from that distance, too.
Yeah.
Like, you have to work so hard just to get in
Min Min
there.
does not have to interact while, Villager does have to.
Villager,
like, somehow do it, yeah.
Villager has to. But I mean, we saw that game 1, Tasabu was able to make that comeback. But it's definitely possible, maybe in game 3.
Yeah.
I mean, got hit by the Ram, and that was almost like full charge on that too. You're not going to be living at that %. So Tasabu staying strong from game 1 and looking to close this out with a 3-0.
Yeah.
JoeCool's got to find an answer or find out what he did in that game 1 that worked so well.
It's honestly hard. Oh, sorry.
I like the Final Destination pick here because I think that after the Smashville game, Joe was probably feeling comfortable because he was ahead in the game. But the things that Tasabu was doing well, we're going to carry over to Hollow Bastion with taking over that under platform and having to dig him out every time.
1, go!
And now there's like no cover to hide from though. Like now that we don't have that middle platform as you mentioned, Pac, like now there's like nowhere to hide and we just have this long stage that they basically have to brawl out on.
For sure.
And because you have nowhere to hide, you can get in from above. And Min Min, if she's in throwing out her arms, she's not really able to cover that above the stage area. And JoeCool might be able to find some ways to get in there, but it's looking dicey. I mean, that reflector and getting a little too aggressive trying to get back off ledge.
Yeah, I like the pick, but I also think it's a gamble because you have to be confident enough to know that you can punish the Min Min arm choices, but she does get better, not just with some of like the quicker arms, but also her general normals are better on FD because you can't really hide from them. She can cover an anti-air a little bit better on this stage because you're not going to ever be coming from a platform of any kind. And reflector off the up smash becomes that much better because you can always do it effectively.
Even then, without the reflector on that up smash, just even the up smash in general, if you're able to condition JoeCool to come in from above and then use the up smash to catch that, like you're going to be getting a kill there, and because they're not ready for it.
In that case, the conditioning was JoeCool recovering high, which worked for an advantage state, and then it was expected from Tasabu the second time. So the megawatt nair is what took it in the same fashion as you were insinuating with an up smash capability. So the conditioning game's already started for exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, and we'll see who comes out on top on that. But oh wow, Tasabu going deep for JoeCool, getting an early kill there.
Yeah, it's such a brutal like deficit right now that JoeCool is facing. I mean, he needs to get something going right now. That nair out of shield maybe, but yeah, it's so hard to sneak in.
Yeah, I mean, for all the reasons you can see, it's a really hard matchup when you can't rely on like your general zoning game with a character like Villager who is very, very good at zoning against most of the cast. A lot of his moves are getting beat out by just Min Min's existence, right? It's
quite
hard.
Literally, yeah. Just her presence enough is so threatening here. And she's not even like ledge trapping Villager whatsoever, but we are seeing those back airs, maybe a potential turn up. Or bowling, yeah, no options there. Just gonna shield and hopefully gonna make it back to ledge, maybe?
Maybe the percent had been higher because JoeCool was going low for that recovery. You could have just done run off dare and just gotten a quick kill there and pushed that to the game 4 that you need here. JoeCool has to find the kill in this interaction likely, or else it's curtains.
Yeah, I mean, definitely the Nair has been doing a lot of favors, and that Lloyd Rocket barely saving JoeCool's life here.
Number 1 Villager fan, Lloyd Rocket, you know.
That last recovery by Tasabu right before that laser was incredible. Tasabu got through like 15 different hitboxes to make it back. Tasabu did 2 incredible things well in that set that I saw. Not only the recovery piece, but chasing with Megawatt at the right time. So despite Villager's excellent recovery, he just was not able to escape in those situations. There was no way out.
Yeah. It was very good awareness from Tasabu, closing out the set when it needed to be closed out there, and getting out of that situation, not letting it get past any further, and just giving the momentum to JoeCool.
Yeah, it's just super unfortunate when you're faced against like another character that just has so much better zoning tools. Like, what can you really do? Because, I mean, as someone who's played Villager in Smash 4, he is like a good character, but he can't quite execute what Min Min does, and that's exactly just not interacting.
Is he an A tier?